Hi, my name's Marcia and I'm going to talk to you today about how to install pulls on cabinets. We recently installed pulls on cabinets in a condo flip that we did. We started off with a dreary kitchen with oak cabinets that were really old. We painted the cabinets using a bright blue paint. It's Sherwin-Williams Naval was the color. I have a separate tutorial on how we did the painting. And then we added pulls in order to really make the look come together. You can see here there's a time-lapse video showing me adding the pulls in the wrong way. I'm going through this quickly so that you don't get stuck on seeing the wrong things to do. But you can tell by looking at this video that I am drilling the holes for the pulls from the inside of the cabinet to the outside. It looked good from far, but when you got close, you could tell that I had really splintered the wood in a number of places because of drilling it from inside to out. And I had also not aligned the holes properly, which meant I had to redo several of the holes. So fortunately, everything's fixable. I added putty, was able to let that dry, sand it down, added some more putty, let it dry and sand it down again, and then touched it up with the blue paint. So once that was done, they really looked great and you couldn't tell that there was ever a problem. But I'd like to show you the right way to do it so that you can avoid making the mistakes that I made. Here you can see I have created a template and I am using it to line up my future holes on this cabinet door front. I'm drilling from the outside to the inside so that I don't have splintering like I did in my first trial. The reason the template is very important is because you use it for a number of reasons. So the first reason is because you want your pulls to be the same distance from the corner of your cabinet doors all throughout your kitchen. You don't want them to be varying heights. You want them to all be uniform. So here you can see, by the way, I have lined up the first hole. I'm drilling the first hole through. I have not drilled the bottom hole because the other important thing is to make sure that the distance between the top hole and the bottom hole of the pull are going to line up properly so that the screws will go in appropriately with the handle when you're done. So I have measured it here and now I feel confident that the top and bottom distances are correct. So I am screwing in the bottom hole. And again, taking a moment to line it up and make sure that the pull is not crooked left or right. That's another problem I had at the beginning, was that I didn't line them up properly left to right. And I think the problem was actually in the template that I had originally created. So with the templates, by the way, you can buy pre-made templates from the hardware store or you can make one yourself. I do plan on making them myself for future projects because it's really easy to do. I'll provide on my website a link where you can download some pre-made templates, print it out onto cardstock paper or something firm, and then you can use it in your project so that you can make sure that everything lines up properly. And I'll have that done with the appropriate measurements, and it'll be labeled top and bottom because the last thing you want to do is turn it upside down and then have the wrong distances from your cabinet corner to the front. So here you can see I have added the pull and it looked really great. Again, looking at the beginning, you can see the old oak cabinets looked really dark and dreary. After that, we painted them and we added the pulls, and that made a world of difference. The other thing, just full disclosure, there was a big change in the kitchen that came about because of the granite countertops, and that really made a big difference. So it's not just the pulls. Here you can see the original cabinets and the original counters. Here's the blue paint with the pulls without the counters, and then here the final product with the countertops properly installed. It was a great project. We had a lot of fun with it. I'll definitely do the pulls myself and the painting of the cabinets myself going forward, especially on projects that were this budget. I'll put a link below to allow you to view the income and expense report for the entire project. It took a total of 2 weeks. It was a great little moneymaker. It was a lot of fun, lots of DIY projects involved in this, and just a pretty simple flip that I'd love to share with you. So good luck with your cabinets, and please feel free to look through the other videos for other DIY projects that we've done, and follow along and subscribe if you want to view future home flipping and renovation projects. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.